Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Late Late Show. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know what you're thinking. Where am I right now? Well, I can tell you, because today I was told that I'd come into contact with someone who recently tested positive for COVID-19. I've taken a test. That test has come back negative, but out of an abundance of caution, for everyone that works on the show, I'm going to host the show over Zoom, way more than 6 feet apart from anyone, but my face will still be here in the studio. Look at that, I'm on TV while I'm on TV. It's a classic, it's a double TV. And it's a shame, because I felt like we were really getting into a rhythm in the studio, weren't we, Guillermo?
Can't wait to play James Wanna See It. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You want to play James Wanna See It like this?
Yeah, exactly.
James want to see James seeing it.
James wanna see what James... Yeah, that's it, you've nailed it. Also in the studio over there tonight, filling in for Ian, is one of our writers, Tom. Hey Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, James. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's a good energy. You've started with a good energy, Tom.
Yeah, I wanted to mix it up for me in a little bit, sort of do my own thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this your first time doing something like this on TV?
Absolutely. Yeah, this is my first time. But I'm
Wow.
I'm a bit of a natural. I can tell that you know.
I can feel it. Hey, I think there's a very real chance by the end of this week you're just hosting the show.
Yeah, I mean, the energy in this room is palpable. You know, we'll get our agents involved and we'll figure something out.
Yeah. Ow.
Now, Tom, I should tell you, listen, anytime I need a little help with a joke, I'm just going to need you to run up to the desk and hit the laugh button for me. Is that okay?
You know, James, I am here to provide fake laughs for you in whatever form you want. If you want me to hit the button, that's even easier. So that's perfect.
I mean, you have been providing those laughs for many years now on the show.
I've had a lot of practice.
But the show must go on, and we're here and we're doing the show, and we're so happy that you're watching. Tonight we'll be chatting with Dr. Phil. Then we have a performance from Kelsey Ballerini. I hope you stick around to watch that. Now, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Reg, how was your weekend? Was it a good one?
Yeah. I saw the movie Flatliners from the 80s. It was really great.
So you weren't dragged into a fake political conspiracy theory this weekend, or was that just me? I'll give you a little background, because over the past few weeks, right-wing conspiracy theorists have been accusing Joe Biden of using a teleprompter to answer questions during recent appearances. Okay, but now they've gone so far as to claim that it happened on this show. They say that the reflection in this screenshot proves that Biden was using a prompter. Have a look.
What?
So you see that there. And then this morning, President Trump retweeted this. Now, the first thing I want to say is that I'm just really hurt that this is only coming out now. Joe Biden was on the show in April. I'm also just glad the conspiracy theorists are focused on this instead of the fact that Joe Biden is actually the man towing the Carpool Karaoke car. But seriously, just to clear this up, none of this is true. The teleprompter is for me. Now, this is back from when we were doing the shows in my garage, and that screen is what all of our guests who zoomed into the show could see. Okay? That's it. It's very similar to the screen I'm using now. Okay? So, there. That's the actual truth. So I'm sure actual hard facts will put this controversy to bed. It seems to work with any other conspiracy theory. So we'll move on. And over the weekend, the internet blew up after the President of the United States bragged about how much Miami Cubans love him. Here he is here.
And as you know, a little while ago, I received the Bay of Pigs Award from the Cuban Americans in Miami.
Now, here's the thing. The Bay of Pigs Award that Trump said he won, it doesn't exist. There is no such award. Okay, now, for those of you who don't know, the Bay of Pigs was a humiliating disaster for the United States. So you can see why President Trump would think that he would be the person to win that. Trump didn't win a Bay of Pigs award. I think it's incredible that he's even... So, I mean, I didn't even know we could do this, Reg. Can we just make up awards? Is that something we can do now?
Yes, if you're human, you can do that.
Tom, what sort of award should I be eligible for?
I mean, I would gladly nominate you for some sort of Nobel late night host prize, something like that. You know, or, you know.
That's a shame. You started so big, Tom. You really came out hot.
Yeah, I think I used all the energy up right at once, and I petered out about halfway.
But there is no Bay of Pigs award, so for that reason, Trump hasn't won one. But he has been awarded the coveted Moons Over My Hammy award by several Denny's restaurants in the tri-state area. You get that award if you can finish the dish in under 5 minutes. Now, guys, did you see this? Earlier this morning, President Trump endorsed the idea of a 4-hour presidential debate moderated by podcaster Joe Rogan, which makes complete sense. Joe Rogan often talks about doing the psychedelic drug ayahuasca, and Joe Biden and Trump talk like they're doing the psychedelic drug ayahuasca. So it does all make sense. But a debate hosted by Joe Rogan. It would be kind of cool to have a debate where the two presidential candidates just smoke a joint and spend 4 hours talking about UFOs.
Yes.
Reggie, you've done Joe Rogan's podcast. What do you think how do you think he'd fare as a moderator?
I think it would be cool. I just texted him today and said, like, it'd be really, I would love to see that. Because, you know, he's his own thing. So it'd be very, very interesting. But aliens for sure.
Yeah, I do think he's kind of the right person, because I think Trump's kind of odd to say, yes, this is right, because I think unlike lots of moderators, I think Joe Rogan would just sort of be like, nah, I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Like on both sides, you know?
Totally. I mean, that's the great thing. That's why I like going on his show. He's just kind of like, he just says what he says, and I'm kind of that way, and I like it. I think it would be great. I think it would really allow you to see the character of both the people.
Yeah, that's why I like going on his show too. He's saying a lot of the same stuff, very similar stuff.
That's true.
Meanwhile, President Trump is in full campaign mode. Yesterday, Trump ignored objections from local officials and held a massive indoor rally in Nevada. Trump wasn't too concerned about hosting a super spreader event because he just kept saying, hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But while Trump was the headliner, it was actually Vice President Mike Pence who really shined in Vegas. And Trump supporters were excited to be there. Have a look at this. Here they are, rushing into the event. I love that everyone's doing that sort of half jogging, half walking speed. Like when someone holds the door open for you, but you're still like 30 feet away. And you're like, no, you're good, you don't have to. Oh, okay, you are? Yep, I'll pretend to run. And just this morning, Fox and Friends started its broadcast with video of the crowd from Trump's Nevada rally chanting, "We love you," at the president. This is how they started the show. That's some of the most aggressive subtitling I think I've ever seen. Is that Microsoft Word art? But good on Trump in many ways. I guess, you know, between them chanting, "We love you," and him winning the Bay of Pigs award, he really has had a great weekend. And here's an amazing story. A postcard was delivered to a woman in Michigan almost 100 years after it was sent in the mail. The card was postmarked in the year 1920. So, good luck with the mail-in voting. On the back of the card, it says, "I hope this finds you well."
Oh, my God.
I hate to break it to you, but it doesn't. Can you believe that? 100-year-old postcard. Although it is less exciting when you see what's on the front of the postcard. And finally, did you guys see this? Scientists have discovered a possible sign of microbiotic alien life in the clouds of Venus. That's right, alien life in the clouds of Venus. How many times have we said this, Reg? Check the clouds of Venus.
Yes. Yes.
Why aren't they checking the clouds of Venus for alien life?
Every show. Every show.
Now, on the surface of Venus, the temperature is more than 800 degrees. It's covered by clouds of sulfuric acid, and the atmosphere is almost completely made of carbon dioxide. So, slightly more livable than Los Angeles right now. But this is exciting. But I will say, I don't want to mean this just for my own, advancement, but the timing of this is great for me, because the clouds of Venus is actually the name of my new signature fragrance.
I got this.
%. If there was an audience there, they definitely would have cheered us ending the mono on a photo.